Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch, and welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Today we are going to talk about the state of the game, and we're going to cover all of the news that we have so far related to Season 4, to compensation, etc. So, we do have all of the new hero skills leaked online on a website, guys. We have more news about Season 4. We have news about the compensation coming to Season 2 and Season 3 players. So we have quite a few different things to discuss in today's video, and I do want to kind of like share some of my thoughts on the actual endgame in Dragonheir Silent Gods. Now, ignoring what we are doing on the screen right here, guys, because I am doing my Feymander. I still need to do 40 more stages. Let's actually dive into the main topic. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with daily guides, news, and everything else that you need to know about Dragonheir Silent Gods. So, on this website, this is actually the official website for Dragonheir. I mean, the official one that has guides and stuff like this. It is ran by the people that are actually running the game as well. So right here we have all of the Season 4 heroes displayed with the skills and everything else that we need to know about them. So this basically reinforces the idea that we had last week when we made a video on these heroes are coming to the game, because we were not 100% sure. But now we are 100% sure, and we know exactly kind of like what to expect. We have a bunch of awesome, badass looking heroes coming to the game, guys. Some amazing legendaries. We have some epics as well. Now, what I do want to point out, and I'm not going to go over all of their skills. This had to be translated from Chinese to English. Google Translate might be a bit broken. We don't have all of the information that we kind of like want to have on their skills. So I will do a more in-depth, detailed video on all of their skills and reviewing them once we have them in-game or on a test server, where I can actually see everything crystal clear without any sort of misinformation, right? So I do want to check a couple of them, at least the ones that are looking the most badass in my opinion, you know, because hey, why not? We gotta find out exactly what they are doing. I'm not sure which one of them are the exclusives. We might have some of the top ones right here. It's pretty hard to kind of like see which ones are the exclusives. Maybe we don't even have exclusives this time around, you know. But I do want to quickly start by having a look at this one. She looks pretty amazing. And I'm very curious to see what this character does. So, yes, it is a legendary auxiliary, which means kind of like support, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a legendary, right? So, the very first skill, the ultimate skill, if I'm not mistaken, summons a field that lasts for 10 seconds at the target location, causing attack necrotic damage to enemy targets within the field every 1 second, while also healing all friendly units by 3% of the max HP. When an enemy target within the area gains a buff, there's a chance of replacing the buff with a random debuff status. Which again sounds interesting, but we don't know what that random debuff status can be because they're not displayed here. That's why we need to actually check this properly in-game before we spread misinformation, right? Then we have the combat skill, which I would assume is the battle skill. Causes attack necrotic damage to the enemy targets within the range, and has a chance of inflicting a stun that lasts 3 seconds. At the same time, it will apply a critical hit resistance state that lasts for 3 seconds to the friendly target with the highest attack. This is nice because your nuker won't be able to get a crit hit. So that's an awesome thing, actually. A very nice buff. Then day by day passive. At the beginning of the battle, there's a 100% probability of inflicting a 10-second silent state on the nearest enemy target, stealing 30% of the life and 30% of the defense, and 50% of the stolen attributes are transferred to the friendly target with the highest attack. That is awesome. So this is a very good support unit for your nuker. So if you're going in with a Questa, for example, a sniper, you know, they will get a lot of benefits from this character. So it's more focused for PvP, but it can be very, very good for PvE, like Feymander and stages where you're stuck, where you need to kind of like manipulate the opponent. She looks amazing. I'm very curious to see what she does. So she's another legendary. Seems like auxiliary, either support, either damage. I'm not sure exactly what they mean with that. But either way, don't even think about escaping. So you have a chance of causes attack and enlightenment freezing damage to enemy targets within range, and has a chance of inflicting a freezing state lasting 5 seconds. The effect ignores 20% of the target's defense, I would assume. Saving throw means nothing. When an enemy target in a frozen state dies, blocks revive. That's actually awesome. Good ultimate. Have a drink. I will. Teleport to the enemy target with the highest attack. Remove the target shield and steals a buff from the target and causes attack and enlightenment damage. This effect ignores the target's defense, 100% of it. When hitting frozen targets, the shield will be stolen instead. And the passive, at the beginning of the battle, applies a mandala mark to the enemy target with the highest attack power. When the enemy target with the mandala mark dies, selects a new target. When the enemy target in the mandala mark state gains a buff, the charging time of its own combat skill is reduced by 20%, and at the same time it gains 20 power. You see, so the translation is a bit messed up because some of the things just don't make sense at all. I do want to check this bad boy as well. Like, he looks freaking amazing. Pike Seaton, combustion. So he's gonna be a burn character. This one, melee. Okay, he looks so badass, guys. If you remember the short video that we had with him. So causes attack fire damage to all enemy targets and has a probability of applying a burning state. When hitting a target in a burning state, it will cause additional derivative damage. I think it's derivative. That's what I mean with it. So that cannot crit. But either way, is a pretty interesting ultimate. Then burn up causes attack and enlightenment fire damage to the enemy target around you. When hitting a burning target, the charge time is reduced by 50%. Ooh. So you can use this battle skill very often. Then the passive, every 3 seconds it will cause 100 attack fire damage to enemy targets around itself and has a chance of inflicting a burning state that lasts for 10 seconds. Whenever a target is put in the burning state, it will apply the fighting state to itself with a maximum of 20 layers. When it has 20 layers, it will apply 20 layers of fighting state to all burning friendly targets. Who knows? Maybe some increased attack or something like that. But either way, this character looks pretty awesome. Now, I do want to talk about a couple of different things that they were posted on their official Twitter, guys. If you haven't followed my Twitter, make sure you guys follow it. Skratch plays on all socials, Instagram, TikTok, everything. We are doing content on pretty much every platform. And if you want to keep up to date with news and other stuff, so basically, get ready for the new season. I am super ready. Travelers, an epic journey awaits in the new season of the Otherworld Exploration. So we have a new scene. Explore the mysterious San Ramalan next to the vast Yisorman Desert. What secrets will you uncover? Hopefully, I will uncover a new legendary on my account. I would like that. So we're getting a new desert area this time around. So it's not going to be underwater or anything like that. New story, Phantom of San Ramalan. Chaos spreads across the material plane. Is this linked to Ascatius? Will you unravel the mystery and restore balance to the world? Ooh, so it's kind of like something that... I get it now. Desert, burn, you know, it's going to be kind of like going to feature something like that. Interesting though. So we are going to get the story only for the Otherworld event. I feel like it's enough in terms of story, at least from my point of view. I would like to see the changes implemented in this season as well, even though I doubt it. I don't think they will implement the changes from Season 1 to Season 4 just yet. I would definitely like to see some of the changes implemented, though. And basically, that's kind of like what we can expect. A new desert map, which sounds pretty interesting. Now, if we are quickly going to talk about some of the other things, guys, and mainly about the compensation, I'm quickly gonna have to back out of the Fame Ender or keep it on that screen, but basically, official posts will tell, including specific quantity, hero name of each item. So, the developers confirmed it to the community managers that we are going to receive compensation, and this week we should find out all of the information. Heliolite dice, Worm Arrow, 3 types of scrolls. Now, so far, if you are in Season 1, guys, and if you are familiar with the changes, basically, if you go at your journal, you will notice that when you are doing all of the chapters, which are right here, you are getting Heliolite dice for every single one of them. You're getting way more legendary scrolls, way more epic scrolls. When you are completing story on the map, as an example, when you have that little gate, teleportation place, you can basically gain Heliolite from most of those as well. Not from all of them, but from some of them. So I feel like they've added approximately 80 to 100 Heliolite dice in Season 1 in terms of campaign, story, etc. Everything that can reward you with that. They definitely added more scrolls, because if you are checking the events, I don't have them available right here, but you do have the you have the Erich event for the legendary. You have the one for Charlash, so you're getting summons from there too. So I'm not sure how many summons we are going to get, but I'm expecting to get probably something very similar with what people that are playing Season 1 got. And this is basically what they've done in the past. They gave you the exact same rewards when they changed something. Most of the games, they don't do it, actually, though. So just one thing to kind of like keep in mind as well. Then they are giving us a legendary hero and a legendary artifact and an epic hero. So yes, most probably the legendary hero will be Charlash. The legendary artifact will be the same legendary artifact that we had in Season 1. Now, I think they will encounter a problem here. Some people might already have that artifact, and you cannot get duplicate of the same artifact. You cannot do nothing with them. So I'm curious how they are going to handle that, because probably they will have to just give a soul imprint for the necrosis. I feel like that is the most fair thing to do. Instead of giving a different artifact, which somebody else might have, and kind of like bringing you to the same thing, just offer a imprint, you know? Just give one of these soul imprints, a necrosis one, to everybody else that has the artifact, or give that to everybody else, and let them do whatever. Now, I do think that will kind of like stress out people in Season 1. Why they can pick their own artifact, you know? But it needs to be some sort of a boundary, you know? And considering that Season 1 players got to enjoy all of the changes, while the rest of us did not in the Season 2 and Season 3, would be just fair play. Just give a soul imprint, everybody can get whatever they want, and call it a day. As simple as that. Nobody should be upset for it, because, hey, it's just fair, you know? As simple as that. There is no more point to kind of like discuss even more about it, because it's just fair in my opinion, you know? But I do want to quickly talk about a couple of different things, guys, that are not related with this, and that is the end game in Dragonheir Silent God. So the Otherworld event came to an end. I do want to say that they've handled this much better this time around, just for the simple fact that even though we were not able to basically complete it on our own and get all of the buffs, the game had a soft cap, a daily cap, that completed all of the quests for us. Now, I do like that they haven't changed much on the boss once he dropped under 50% HP. It just got a bit harder, the boss was hitting harder, and that is great, because having to build 6 teams a day, every couple of days or every couple of weeks, can quickly lead to burnout. And I'm definitely not a fan personally of having to build so many teams in a day. I do understand that people that are putting in more work, they will get rewarded more, and it's fair play. But at the same time, it needs to be a balance where, yes, you make your 15 teams for the chief challenges, the Chaos Shadow bosses. There you go. You work hard enough to have 15 teams in the first day, you get rewarded. You haven't worked hard enough, you will be left behind. As simple as that. And it's fair play. But when it comes to the boss as well, you will have to make 6 new teams on day 1. You have to do a lot of testing. You don't have 10x speed. And in order to kind of like make 6 good teams, it takes a lot of time. Then if 3 days later the HP drops under 50% and it changes again, and you need to change all of those 6 teams, it leads to burnout. So I'm glad that this time around they haven't made all of those adjustments, and hopefully it will continue like this. Now, I would like to see a lot of improvement to this endgame content, including all of the quests and things that we can pick up from this map. we don't want all of the people to build 15 teams. I feel like it's kind of like ruining the whole mojo of doing other things on the side. I do agree that they do need to create an incentive for people to build 15 teams and develop more characters on their accounts. But at the same time, I do think that the game should create incentive for players to do one domain every single day, at least one run in those dungeons, and to do one of the quests, one of the missions, or one of the commissions that we have daily in the Otherworld event. So I think they should basically increase the rewards you're getting for doing those things and get more exploration progress points to either equal one of the themes that you are doing versus the Chaos Shadow bosses, or to give you even more points. I think they should definitely look at changing some of these things. I do expect to see quite a few more changes coming to the game, guys. Once they are finalizing all of their transition with the merge and stuff like this, I'm expecting to see some big things coming to Dragonheir. Tons of improvements. So definitely looking forward to it. But that was all for the video, guys. I just wanted to touch ground with you and kind of like let you know everything that is happening in the Dragonheir world for the moment. Appreciate every single one of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.